Alright, so today we're gonna talk about Khora. Good old Khora. So this is a frame that has been min-maxed to the absolute limit, and it's one of the most popular frames to min-max. It's one of the favorites to min-max, so you would think I wouldn't have anything to tell you here, and in fact, I don't really have anything better to tell you here because it has been min-maxed to the absolute limit. But I have something to tell you about an alternative stat stick. And you can see it on your screen right now. It is the Nami Solo. And I will explain what is the Nami Solo, and I will compare it with the most popular stat stick, which is the Magistar, and explain to you why I personally prefer it and why there could be an argument why in some cases it can be better. So to get to this point, we first of all need to see what our contender looks like. So the Magistar Incarnon Genesis. At Evolution 2, we get an extra 100 damage on our Whip Claw, which is really nice. The rest doesn't matter, just the base damage. Evolution 3, we unfortunately don't get anything, but it doesn't matter because on Evolution 4, we get Critical Parallel, which increases our critical chance by 16% and our critical damage multiplier by 1x. So, unlike most other Incarnon Genesis adapters, on the Magistar Incarnon, this crit multiplier of +1 is not additive to the final value, it's additive to the base damage value, so it can actually benefit from mods directly. Things like the Dread Incarnate and other stuff that has this buff only add a final +1 to your crit, and therefore they feel quite underwhelming. On the Magistar, that is not the case. You actually increase your Whip Claw's base crit multiplier from 2x to 3x, and your base crit chance from 25% to 41%. So, very, very strong. I do agree it is very strong, and I do think it is probably a contender for the best Incarnon adapter and the best stat stick, especially because there is a 5 riven disposition on the Magistar itself. However, let's go to Nami Solo and see what it has. So first of all, it does have a 5 riven disposition, and it has the exact same amount, if I remember correctly, as the Magistar, or it has 0.01 less or 0.01 more, so similar identical stats on your riven, so that is out of the way. Then the Incarnon buffs itself, we got 80 damage instead of 100. Bummer, we lose 20 base damage, obviously. Then we get combo duration from Evolution 3, so very useful because with the primary and secondary dexterity, the combo duration gets increased by 21 seconds and goes up to 26 seconds without any kind of mods to buff it even further. Very, very nice. But now, let's see the Evolution 4, which is the thing that matters the most. So on our Evolution 4, we get critical chance increased by 14% and status chance also increased by 14%. So on Khora's Whip Claw, the base values for crit and status are 25%. So with this evolution, the base stats will go up to 39 and 39. And this is very, very good because if you have played Khora, especially before the Incarnon adapters, when Eximus got reworked, Khora would struggle a lot to kill Eximus units, especially after level 200, and she would have to mod for pure slash. And she still has to. If you use the Magistar Incarnon, the most optimal way to build it is to go full slash with no elemental mods and just rely on the raw damage that it has, plus the slash proc that it provides you. However, because the Nami Solo status chance and the base status chance is so high, here is what I've done. So I have a build with a riven mod, which unfortunately, instead of giving me plus slash on the riven, it gives me plus cold. So I do have more viral than slash on my Whip Claw, even though on the Nami Solo itself I don't. Obviously, Nami Solo slash is much higher of a base than on the Whip Claw, so not a fair comparison. However, We do get status chance critical damage, and I can ditch a cold mode and just add the riven. Then we get viral, we get quite a bit of crit multipliers with whipping wounds and blood rush, and then 2 slash modes to force the slash procs as much as possible. So, as you see, no kind of crit chance on our riven. We do not need it, in fact, because we can reach red crits and even above red crits even without having crit chance on our riven, which is really nice. And I'm gonna show you this in action, and before I do that, this is the Khora build. I just have a standard triple augment Khora build, which I should use shield gating, but because I have done some shenanigans with Eclipse, because I don't really play Khora to min-max it or to go high level, and I play to have fun, I don't really try to shield gate, and I don't really go above level 500 ever. And until that level, I don't really die from anything unless I do a very, very stupid mistake, like drop onto an 8. So, with that being said, I'm gonna show you what it looks like on an actual mission. So, I unfortunately get the wrong tileset, but it's fine. It's not a problem since I'm gonna be moving around anyways to show you this.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
So as you can see, even from 0x we get oh, come on, show me one. Even from 0x this has more than 100% status chance, so there is a chance to get you know, this really nice slash and viral, just like I did on that shot, for example. So this is what we need. Slash and viral together combined are gonna give us that nice damage that we need. So there it is, slash viral, and that will deal a lot more damage than normal. So right now we do have Cavat buff, unfortunately, so you're only gonna see orange crits for a bit. But you can see lots of status procs, because the status chance is just that high that it was very common, almost guaranteed to proc slash and viral on this build. And as I said, unfortunately my riven doesn't have slash on it, it has hold, so the viral does prevail a bit more, and therefore it is much more likely to get a viral proc than a slash proc. But more often than not, you get a slash and a viral at the same time, and you will be good to go. So as you can see, now that the Cavat buff is over, we do see the red crits as well. Slash viral. This guy bleeds with 2 viral procs and a slash proc, so they die really quickly, both of those Eximus, which is exactly why I've opted into the Nami Solo, because these Eximus enemies normally die in probably 2 or 3 hits, and you have troubles killing them with other encounters that do not force slash so easily. That guy, you saw 5 viral procs and a slash proc, really easy to kill him. And overall, the Nami Solo incarnon just does a lot of status procs at the same time, while also red critting, which in my opinion would be much better than going straight damage with the Magistar. But obviously, this is not 100% true. The Magistar does provide a lot of raw damage, but unfortunately slash proc, even if you do force slash, will be way lower than Nami Solo, because slash procs scale much better off elemental damage than base damage, and also slash procs themselves scale far better with the viral proc. So, you know, if you go with only Grenier and fight on only the Grenier, you're never gonna have troubles killing Eximus enemies with this build. I saw that Corpus was taking no damage when the health ticked. He took immediately 250k and got one-shotted. And it does make sense. This is kind of an anti-Grenier build. This guy, 2 slash procs immediately, dies instantly with 140k. And that's kind of the build idea. So instead of just going raw damage, and don't get me wrong, I do like raw damage, but whenever I play this, I used to play on a squad that would go for high levels and high levels only. And I wanted to be strong on my own and not rely on the random teammates I would get on the recruiting chat. Therefore, I opted for this with tons of slash proc, guaranteed viral and slash on most hits, and just killing Eximus enemies on my own without the need of my teammates to buff me or to provide me with anything. So kind of a one-man army build that deals a lot of damage on its own, and overall I really do like it. Overall I really like seeing the crazy slash procs you can get, especially if you do spam that whip flow and don't just press it once every 3 years like I do in this video. And you can probably imagine what this can do, especially with the correct riven mode and not what I have right here, because as you can see, this guy had 4 viral procs and 1 slash proc. It is heavy on viral because of the riven giving 130% cold damage, but at the same time, because it is so much cold damage, when you do proc slash, these slash procs tick for a lot. Overall, I'm kind of happy with it. That's why I haven't opted it for a better roll and I haven't re-rolled it. And it's also because I don't play Khora as much. As I said, I don't really enjoy her outside of, you know, just spamming or pressing one for a bit to get nice numbers and have fun. You may like Khora a lot, you may want to min-max her, you may be one of those people, and I do suggest giving Nami Solo a good first try, because it is quite underrated. It's quite overshadowed by the Magistar because of the Magistar base crit multiplier being so strong, especially with red Archon charge, giving us more crit multiplier. You can get a ridiculous base crit multiplier of 16x on the Magistar itself, and similar to the Khora whip flow like 14x or something, and it does deal a lot of damage. But overall, I think this can also be very strong, and we're gonna see it right now on violence. So, which is unfortunately below. Getting proc slash. You see this last proc ticking right now, and you know, it is basically guaranteed kill. So if on an Acolyte you post viral and slash with this, they will be instantly dead. Within one shot they will die. Or one whip rather. So that is kind of the build idea. And as you will see right now, the combo duration, once again, that I said before, feels really nice. I can probably get to extraction before my combo runs out. Maybe not, let's see. Barely didn't make it because I made a mistake. But overall, you see, this is quite useful. This is quite useful, even without really trying. I did get quite a lot of kills with stat 620 kills in 6 minutes. Good KPM, good damage. Bleed procs feel very nice, especially against those Eximus enemies. And overall, I do prefer it. I'm not saying it's better though, because the Magistar can be scaled with red Archon shards to the limit, and I do appreciate it as well. But I think Nami Solo should be given a fair point here, and people could try it out if they do want to min-max and go very high levels with Khora and still not have issues by armored enemies, especially if you want to play solo. So that is pretty much it. And also, please do go shield gating. Going health tank on Khora is not good. I'm just an idiot. I don't like shield gating, and I don't really use Khora as much, so I didn't care to get it.